How are we doing, guys? McCann here and welcome to another FIFA 21 video. It's currently 20 to 7 on Saturday evening and obviously I haven't been dropping videos since Wednesday actually. My last video was Wednesday, which was the new team of the week, so I have a lot lot to look through as of tonight on this video, so I do apologise to start with for the length that the video is going to be. The reason for that is obviously with my work getting busy again. I've basically been working for Wednesday away from home and I've not really had a chance to sit and obviously make videos for content and stuff, but I know it's there. Anybody who's obviously following me on my Facebook page for the streams and stuff will have been aware of my situation, so I just firstly want to start off with saying that is the reason why there hasn't been any content. But this video is just going to look at the content basically that was released from Thursday, Friday and then Saturday. Obviously I was a wee bit worried that if we did get a new promo on Friday night, last night, that I wouldn't actually have been able to cover it, but that's not the case. So we don't actually have a new promo, but we have a lot of, I want to say a lot of new cards. Like, we have got a lot of new cards, especially with what's dropped tonight as well. It's another bit, it's a Showdown SBC that's dropped tonight, so it's another two cards that have been dropped. And since Wednesday, from the top of my head, I believe there's been 4 cards, or 4 or 5 cards that have actually been accessible in the game, which is quite a lot for EA, like, to be fair. So I'm just going to load up Ultimate Team. Obviously we're going to look at everything, we're going to check it on Potm, and just basically for anybody who's following my Facebook gaming page or my YouTube content, just to basically refresh everybody and basically bring everybody up to date. I can only apologise, obviously, as I said, work, and it is what it is. I've not even redeemed my FUT Champs rewards, as you can see there. I was actually meant to be streaming this evening, but I'm absolutely knackered. I climbed a Scottish Monroe today, so I'm absolutely knackered. So I'm just jumping on to do this video and basically bring you up to speed and everything that's been released since Thursday evening. So obviously we know about the team of the week. That was the last video we done. We're going to keep these FUT Champs awards for tomorrow. I'm going to be on early bells tomorrow. You'll catch me on stream, Facebook Gaming Name McCann 10. I will be on early bells. I've not even played a game of Champs, so I'm going to try my best to try and catch 17 wins in Champs tomorrow. Whether that's on stream or no, that's a different story. But if you want to see me, obviously streaming Champs and opening my rewards maybe 3 or 4 days late, you can join me doing that, which would be very, very much appreciated. So anyway, let's get into the content, guys. In terms of objectives since Thursday, the Serie A League Player 2 has been dropped. So Javier Pastore, who actually looks not too bad, his card looks very, very nice actually. So we're going to have a wee look at him. Obviously, while we're aware of Ruben Neves there, he was basically the last kind of objective I was working away on. Still need to finish him. In terms of milestones, the Championship Squad Foundations we covered, the Eredivisie Squad Foundations we covered, which is absolutely ideal. That's basically another 6 cards within these 2 milestones to play for, which is great. Can't argue with that. And then obviously you've got your Silver Stars. Weekend Plus is there, as you can see. I've played absolutely no games in Champs. I've not even, as I said, redeemed my rewards since Thursday. Week 5 Bronze obviously dropped as well as of last night. And Week 4 we have nearly completed the Season Progress Pass. We need like 13,000 XP, and that'll basically get us to level 30. In level 30 I'm going to be taking that to Shilio because I think he just looks absolutely brilliant. 4-star, 4-star, and his stats are very, 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 very good. So that's who I will be taking. But that is it for objectives. So just so I remember to actually look at them, I'm just going to load them up as I go, guys, because I don't want to miss anything. Because I want to bring everybody up to date as best I possibly can. So Javier Pastore loaded in there. He will be the first one we look at because I believe he was the most recent one. I think he was actually released on Friday evening or Thursday evening. I can't actually recall. But anyway, that is objectives and milestones covered, guys. In terms of the SBCs, obviously we've had marquee matchups that have dropped. We have UEFA marquee matchups that dropped as well. Also with the player days mini kind of promo, as I said at the time, I wasn't really familiar or wasn't really sure what that actually was in terms of a promo. They did drop a 283 plus rated player pack that I did complete while I was away, and then obviously some of these packs are from my Division Rivals awards from Thursday, and some of them are from the UEFA Champions League marquee matchups and the actual marquee matchups that were released on Thursday. So I've got 13 packs here. I'm keeping them because there is genuinely nothing other than icons and the team of the week in packs. The chances of packing an icon are very slim, and the chances of getting a team of the week, especially for this team of the week, isn't too great. So I'm going to keep these packs probably till next Friday. Hopefully we get a promo then. I'm sure we will get a promo then. But that's what I'm planning on doing, guys. I'm keeping the packs. So any other packs, obviously, that we collect along the way, we will be keeping them as well. So that is just obviously something that is sold. So this takes us to SBCs, which is brilliant. So in terms of SBCs, I want to look at the first content, which that I'm basically what I missed. So the first content which was released was the icons. So we got a prime moments Michael Ballack, we got a prime moments Rui Costa, and we got a prime moments Peter Schmeichel. So let me just grab them on Futbin so that, as I said, I don't actually forget to look over them and show you what I think about them, or tell you how I think about them more importantly. So let's just write them in. So we have Ballack prime moments. We have Rui Costa moments icon, and we have Schmeichel moments icon. So that is us got the three of them there, including Javier Pastore, as I said, which we will look at first. So I will look at the segments. I will go through the segments. Michael Ballack is deemed to be the most expensive, so that basically indicates that EA rate him more highly than Rui Costa and Peter Schmeichel. So to get access to a Michael Ballack, now the first two squads in every single one of these icon moments SBCs so far have been exactly rare players and exactly bronze, basically 11 bronze rare players for your first, and then 11 silver rare players for your second. So I just basically discount the two squads. They're easy enough to complete. So then it comes to the squads after them. So the way I look at this is a Leverkusen player, team of the week or FUT champs, which is brilliant, the fact that you can have FUT champs players in these as well, which then, as I said at the time, I love the fact that we actually have the Weekend League Plus objective, that we can get more red picks basically. So we have an 83 rated squad there. A Bayern Munich player, again, a team of the week or a FUT champs with an 85. A Chelsea player, and again, team of the week champs player with an 86. Bundesliga player, team of the week or champs with an 87. And then a Premier League player with an 88 rated squad. Now the good thing about these is very, very low chem. So, other than the top two here, like the 83 and 85, the rest is relatively low chem. Like this 88 rated squad is 45 chem, which is good. The higher the chemistry, obviously, the more expensive the SBC. But that is a pretty expensive SBC. When it did drop on Thursday evening, it was Thursday evening it dropped. It is roughly coming in about 1.3 million, I believe, which is very, very expensive. That is Michael Ballack, as I said. Whether I think it's worth it or no, I'll discuss when I look at the player's stats. In terms of Rui Costa, again, the Born Legend and the Rising Star 2 squads, I just don't consider them at all. They're easy to complete. So it's a Fiorentina player, the Team of the Week champs, and an 80 rated. Benfica player, Team of the Week champs, and an 82 rated. A Milan player, and an 84 rated. A Portuguese or English player, an 86 rated, and then another 86 rated with a Team of the Week or Champs player and a Serie A player as well. So a lot less expensive for Rui Costa, which obviously implies that they don't rate him as high as Michael Ballack. As I said, once I look at the cards, will be able to give you my opinion. We can also look at the actual price of the SBCs as well. So far, a prime moments Peter Schmeichel, again, Born Legend, Rising Star, discount them, just don't consider them, they're easy enough to complete. So a Danish player Team of the Week champs, an 80 rated squad. United player Team of the Week champs, an 84 rated squad. A City player with an 85 rated squad. Premier League player Team of the Week or champs player 85 rated squad, and that is basically it. So you've got two 85s, an 84, an 80, and then the two that you don't consider. I actually think that is very good value for a prime moment to Schmeichel. Some might obviously take into consideration that goalkeepers are hugely irrelevant in this game, and I do agree with that. Obviously Nick Pope being one of the most OP goalies in this game, whether it's his 84 inform or his 82 base card, is a fair point. I must admit it is an absolute fair point. But to have a 93 prime moment Schmeichel, I think that would just look cracking in your team. He's obviously 6'4" as well, so it does make him one of the bigger goalies as well, which seems to be the most meta way to go. We have obviously nearly completed Nedved, guys. As I said, I've not actually had access to FIFA, so I've not been able to grind and craft like I usually do, but we will get Nedved completed. I actually wanted him originally to be in this weekend's weekend league squad. That's probably not going to happen. The reason for that is because I'm not able to open any packs, and as I said, I've not actually been at the console to sit and grind the bronze pack method to get any big fodder to complete. I believe it is an 85 and an 86 I still have to complete. So an 85 and an 86 I still have to complete. I've done the 87, so 2 segments in Nedved left. I will have him in my FUT Champ squad next week, and we'll give him a good go. By then, I also want to have Puyol completed. I've not even started Puyol. Again, it does have the Born Legend and Rising Star squads we can complete easy, and then 2 84s and an 86 with obviously different types of requirements on them. So I think that's another good value SBC especially for a prime moments Puyol. I think he's very underrated by EA. I think he was one of the best centre backs that ever has been. So that's my opinion. But anyway, by next weekend, I'm hoping to have Nedved completed and Puyol. And then we will have a look. I've not decided if I'm going to complete any of these guys yet. But we will have a look, as I said, on FUTBin, and we'll discuss whether I think it's good value. But what I will say, guys, is the fact that people like me, like obviously you can see that I only have 256k. There's a reason for that, and that is because I bought 2 Jumbo Rare player packs at 100k each when the FUT Player Day promo was out, because you were getting basically buy one get one free. So I actually got 4 100k packs for 200k, so I used my coins and took the chance. I didn't actually pack anything, which was unfortunate. So if you're like me and the majority of your club value is basically throughout fodder, whether it's cards, 83, 84, 85 rated cards, etc., then the fact that there is icon SBCs, especially prime moment icon SBCs, it gives people like me, who run the club like me, a chance to actually get prime moment icons in your squad. So for example, we have completed Kluivert. I think Kluivert is absolutely brilliant. We played with him last weekend league, and we got 20 wins and 8 defeats, which is not too bad. But with Kluivert, the only thing is you can't play with Kluivert like, you can't expect him to play like Neymar. He's completely different. So if you play to his strengths, I've really enjoyed using him. And also the fact that he's just a prime moments icon. It's brilliant to have them in your team, in your squad. They're the end game cards, end game icons. That there is never going to be a better version than them. So I think it's absolutely brilliant that EA are bringing these out. I would like to see more. If more did come, obviously, then that just pushes me to complete even more, which might leave me a wee bit skint. But that is my opinion on them. I think it's brilliant that people, as I said, people like me who don't pay to win or don't put any money into the game at all, actually have access to get prime moment icons. I just think it's brilliant. But anyway, that is the icons. They were released on Thursday night, guys. So the next content is obviously Friday night. On Friday night, we did get a flashback Ederson Cavani, and then through the day on the Friday, I believe it was about 3 or 4 p.m, we did get the second player of the month, Ike Gundogan, which is very interesting. So we'll have a look at them two. I'm just going to and then we did get the party bag. So that is the other SBC that was released on Friday. Obviously Messi's still there, Joe Hart's still there. Again, probably will be completing him. I feel like if you've completed him, you should just have done the Schmeichel. That is my personal opinion. But again, goalkeepers in this game are hugely irrelevant, and that's no disrespecting their actual position that they play. But that's just how they are in this game. Thomas Muir's obviously still there. Tony Kroos is expiring in 2 days. So we do have the party bag. For the party bag, I think I might actually be able to complete this now if I look at the fodder. But I might just leave it to tomorrow's stream, which I'm probably going to do. So it doesn't really matter about that. So 2 Team of the Week players, an 84 and 60 chemistry, which is quite expensive. In the party bag, you get, I'll just add that to my favourites so I remember to complete it. A rule breakers, a road to the final, a record breakers, a team of the group stage, a FUT freeze, a headliners, a future stars, or a what if player. So quite a big mix within that party bag for that price. I will be completing it because you never know when your luck's in, when your luck's in. So that was released on Friday evening, which is not too bad. And then, as I said, the Ilkay Gundogan was released throughout the day, and then the Edison Cavani as well. So let me just add them to FUT bin so that I actually remember to run through them with these guys. I don't want to miss anything for my own sake, and then also if anybody obviously is running through my YouTube videos and they've obviously not seen that I've made a video since Wednesday. So we'll go with the Gundogan first. For Gundogan is a Manchester City player, an 80 rated squad and a 75. And when I seen this, I was thinking to myself, I got a wee bit excited and I was like, that surely can't be an 80 and then an 82 or an 80 and an 83. But it is actually an 84 rated. Now, if you are like me and you have completed his previous player of the month, I would just genuinely recommend that you put him the 86 into the 84 rated squad and then filter around about 83s, which would be able to complete that 84 rated squad easy. You get a small prime gold players pack, and then obviously your 80 rated squad. Did I say 80 rated squad? I meant 84 rated squad. Easy enough. And then your 80 rated squad there is easy enough to complete as well. So that will give you an 88 Gundogan. We will look at the card on FUTBin, and I will give you my personal opinion on him. Obviously, I have seen him. I know what my opinion is, but we'll save it off for when we get to FUTBin. In terms of Cavani, this was also released last night, Friday night. I thought we were going to get a new promo. Obviously, it didn't happen, but they did release this Cavani. So, Earn the Flashback is Cavani celebrating his prolific 2016-17 League One season. Can't really argue with that. So, what I will say, guys, is this is a bit expensive. Now, I love Flashback cards. I think the design this year is absolutely perfect. I think it's just every single Flashback card just looks the part. It looks the business. So, Napoli player, Team of the Week 1. And a Napoli player 1, a Team of the Week player 1, and then an 83. And then we have a Paris Saint-Germain with an 84 rated squad, and then we have a Premier League with an 86. So this is coming in maybe about 250, maybe a wee bit less, give or take. And I think that for this card, as I said, I've already seen these two cards for last night. I just feel that there's a couple of flaws in this card that don't really justify the price. But as I said, I will have a look at him, just to double check he's up there. I will have a look at him for you guys. But this brings us on to tonight's content. And I was actually going to leave this video until tomorrow while I was streaming, catch everything at the same time, be able to inform the stream and create a video as well for the YouTube later on that evening. But I just felt like there was too much going on. There is too much being released, so I felt like I had to make the video to bring everybody up to date and then get myself back into the swing of things, guys. So this is the Showdown SBC that was released tonight. So in the Showdown, Antonio Rudiger from the UEFA Champions League matchup between Chelsea and Athletic Madrid, and I believe that is on Wednesday or Tuesday, actually, Tuesday or Wednesday. And then obviously a showdown at Thomas Lemar for the UEFA Champions League matchup between Chelsea and Athletic Madrid. So that is definitely an interesting choice here. To gain access to them, I'm expecting the both of them to be the same price. So for Rudiger, this actually could be a win here. I've obviously not checked the requirements of these because I'm just on. But Chelsea player minimum 1, Team of the Week minimum 1, and overall 83 rating. And then this hopefully should be an 84, but I think it may be an 85. It is an 85, and then a Premier League with an 85 for 60k. Prime Electrum Players Pack, Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. So, I mean, it is a wee bit expensive. Obviously, the face card stats of every card does not justify the in-game stats. So, we'll need to wait and see when we see the in-game stats, and then I will let you know if I feel like he is worth it or no. Obviously, the potential an upgrade of 2 is there, and if they actually draw, which would be good for Chelsea because they will go through. Obviously, we're winning 1-0 for the first leg. he would go to an 87 or an 88 if they win, and I believe it is actually in London and Stamford Bridge, so that would be no too bad. Lamar, his requirements are Atletico Madrid Team of the Week, both at 1, and then 83 weighted chemistry. It's going to be an 85 as well, with a Liga Santander player, sort of a prime mixed players pack and a small rare mixed players pack, which is actually different packs, which is quite weird, but the exact same requirements, so that he's going to basically be the exact same price. So, plenty to look for, look through, and plenty to talk about, guys. I've missed quite a bit. So let's go to the PC screen and let's load up FUTBin. As I said, I already have stuff up here. So the objective, this was obviously released on Thursday evening. The objective Serie A player 2, guys. Obviously the first player from the Serie A was the Gerard Deulofeu, coming in at an 86, which is not too bad. But this is the second player, guys, and I think he actually looks pretty good. So 4-star, 4-star. He has the flair and his injury prone trait. I just don't see the point in that trait. But then he has low high work rates. From his 77 rated card, he's got 27 pace, which is insane. 14 shooting, 12 passing, 12 dribbling, 5 defending, and 22 physical. Obviously coming in at 6'2", he is high, and his body type's high and average, which is not too bad. Low high work rate, so he definitely needs to be playing at cam. When I look at this card right here, the first thing I see is he needs an engine chem style. With the engine chem style, his dribbling is now very, very nice, other than his reactions that are a wee bit low, but I love the fact his composure's at 90. His pace is now respectable at 89 with the 86 acceleration and 92 sprint speed. His passing's insane. His passing is genuinely top tier. His shooting outside the finishing is very, very good as well. Positioning, shot power, long shots and volleys, all very, very nice. The only issue I have with this card is the fact his stamina is a wee bit low. His aggression's not too bad as well, but the stamina is just a wee bit too low for this stage of the game. Now, I use the term free card very loosely because I don't believe any card is free, because whether it's an objective card or whether it's an SBC, that comes with either time. In terms of the objective card, you need to put time into the game to get the card, or the SBC, it's either coins, it's either fodder, or if, as I said, if you're a pay to win club, you need to obviously pay for that. You pay for the fodder to get the card. So there's always a price on something, whether it's time or coins or whatever it may be. So I use the term free card very loosely, but the fact that people can gain access to this card for, which I believe is going to be the exact same requirements as the Ruben Neves card, so it's only 115 matches using Serie A players. Managerial masterpiece again, which sucks, but it is what it is. Score 30, assist 20, assist with a through ball using Serie A players in 4 separate matches, and score a finesse goal using Serie A players in 6 separate matches. So relatively easy. People are actually saying a Hunter is a good chem style for him, which could potentially be a shout, but I personally would go with the engine and play him in at cam. I think he would be brilliant in at cam there. That agility balance boost is very important for me, especially playing as a cam, and the pace boost is now very, very good. So, as I said, he isn't technically a free card, guys, but for a card that you can gain access to for just playing the game, I think it's a good thing here. Again, the exact same opinion I had with Ruben Neves as well. His in-game stats are actually a lot better than what his face card stats indicate. So that is another good card from Objectives. I know I have a busy kind of start to the week, and I'm going to do my best to complete Neves and then complete Pastore. I hate when, I don't hate, that's the wrong word to use, but it bugs me when objective cards and milestones and stuff and SBCs start to build up within my club. I like to keep on top of my content and get stuff completed if I feel it's the right price, or if I feel like it's worth my time. In this year, and to FIFA 21, I've actually completed every single objective card, and I've not quite completed every single SBC, but every SBC that I felt has been worth it, and every SBC that I felt as if that I would get use out that card, I have completed. So that's something that I need to get on top of in terms, like, basically tomorrow start my champs. As I said earlier on in the video, I'm going to do my best to fly through champs tomorrow, get 17 wins, get my additional 2 red picks, and then as of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just try my best to get Ruben Neves, Pastore done, and then even work away at the 2 milestone objectives as well with the Championship and the Eredivisie. So Pastore's a huge dub for me. I think it's brilliant, and he fits into any, well, my personal first owner Serie A club. So that is a good win for me. So it comes to the icons. These icons were released on, I believe these were released on Thursday as well. They were released on Thursday, guys. These were released the same time as the Pastore. So Michael Ballack, his SBC estimated price is 1.2 million, and he is 1.37 on the market. Obviously, this price has dropped, as you can see there. He has basically dropped quite a considerable bit. That's obviously because it has become an SBC card. But when I look at this card, now, there's 2 ways you can look at this card. You can look at it as if he's a prime moments icon, and you're not really going to get a better version of Ballack, which is fair enough. And that is probably the way that I look at it, because I'm not really fortunate enough to be able to go and buy 15 million coins worth of prime icons, and I'm obviously insinuating like Pele and Ronaldinho and even some extinct prime moment icons. I've not got the coins to be doing that, so the fact, as I said when we were in the game there, I can gain access, or we can gain access to prime moment icons through SBCs. I think it's brilliant. And it is also, they're there for 60 days as well, so it is grindable, craftable SBCs, which is brilliant. But when I look at this Ballack, now I loved Ballack as a player. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. When he came to Chelsea, was obviously even better for me. But when I look at this Ballack card, I just feel like there's a couple of stats that just are a wee bit, and they're like red flags a wee bit. So obviously 4-star, medium high work rates, which is brilliant. Power free kick and power header, which is again great. And the boost that these icons are getting for their prime is insane. But obviously I've already mentioned that in previous videos. So when I look at, let's just see what the chem style. It's a shadow and an engine is the both chem styles that are suggested. Now, if you're going to play, it just basically depends on where you're going to play this guy. So if you're going to play him as a CDM, so for example for me it would probably be next to Kante, I would put a shadow on him. The only issue with that is, now I know you look at the defending stats and you say it's 90, interceptions 91, head accuracy 99, defensive awareness is far too low for me personally. Standing tackle and sliding tackle are brilliant. But then I look at the agility balance and I just don't feel like the agility balance is good enough, basically. His pace is very, very good. And you know something, that shadow chem style makes him a really, really good centre back. So that is probably something that should be considered. And then, so that's my opinion on that. I just feel like the agility balance is a wee bit too low when I apply the shadow chem style. And that to me is a red flag, especially at this stage of the game, especially if you're putting 1.27 million coins or fodder worth of coins into this SBC. I just don't feel like an SBC at that price should have any flaws. But when you apply the engine chem style, it becomes a 94 cm, but he's not going to be any use to me because I don't play 4-4-2, I play 4-2-3-1, so I would need to use him as a secondary CDM beside Kante. What I would say is, the engine chem style is good on him, but his agility balance is that low that the engine chem style can't actually make his agility balance respectable in terms of like 85 to maybe 90. His agility balance is that low that engine chem style can't even save that. So my opinion in this card is he's brilliant. He is a good card. He's a very, very good card. He's got to be a good card for coming in at 1.3 million. Where I would use him is, I would use him as a secondary CDM. I just don't feel like, I know that obviously he's coming in at a 94 here with the engine chem style, and I like that, but I just feel like he'd feel a bit too heavy in the middle of the park. And his pace is a wee bit lacking with that engine chem style as well. I would go with the shadow, guys. Me personally, and I would play him as a secondary CDM. I would play him as kind of like the CDM that kind of tries to play forward as well, if you understand what I mean. So I would have my main CDM as Kanté, because his passing in the game isn't too great, but he's very meta and he wins the ball back. And then what I would use Ballack for is just a like free roam kind of idea, or keep him basically to default positioning it, which means that if he's going to go forward he will, if he stays back he will, basically. So that's my opinion on him. I think he is good. Will I complete him? Just depends what kind of fodder I'm getting. Obviously, with me kind of following Chelsea, so to speak, it would be great to have a prime moments icon Ballack in my club, and that is kind of what's making me want to complete this card. And also the fact that he is a good card, there's no getting away from it. He is definitely a good card. He's no quite prime moments Patrick Vieira, we know that, but he's better than a lot of cards out there. And as I said, to have a prime icon moment in your club, I think it's a brilliant thing. So that is my thoughts and opinions on Ballack. You'll probably join me next week and I'll have completed half his SBC, because that's what I'm like. But that is what I would say on Ballack. So moves us on to Rui Costa. I'll try and speed this video up, guys, because I don't want to bore you too much. Rui Costa, 4-star, medium work rates, which sucks a wee bit. In terms of traits, outside of the foot and flair trait, which isn't too bad. And when I look at his card, it isn't bad at all. You apply an engine chem style to him, he's a 93 cam. His SBC price is actually coming in at 672k, which I don't think is too expensive. He's 750 on the market. There is maybe a reason why he's 740, between 740 and 851, depending on what console you're on. There's probably a reason for that, but the fact that you can get him for under that, I think it's a good thing. And then when you actually look at his card, he's a 91 prime icon moment, a perfect links Ronaldo, any other Portuguese like Bernardo Silva you have in your club, even the what if Pepe that's just been upgraded, the centre back for Porto. And that engine chem style, I just think hits his card in a very good way. His pace is now absolutely brilliant. His shooting is very good. Outside finishing, I would say penalties and volleys are hugely irrelevant, but shot power and long shots are brilliant. Attacking position is brilliant. His passing is absolutely top tier. His dribbling is now top tier with that engine chem style, and his physicals are respectable. Good stamina, good strength as well. This isn't a bad 4-star. This is definitely isn't a bad card to get in your club. So while I complete him, again, it just kind of depends on what fodder I can get into my team. I forgot to add them. 2 minutes. We can come back to them. As I said, it just depends on what fodder I get into my team, and obviously in the last 3 days you've seen how much content has came out, so it all just kind of depends on whether I can get on the console, craft bronze pack method, get myself up into obviously gold cards, and then have the fodder to be able to complete all this, guys. So that is what I would say on Rui Costa. A very good card, and definitely a card that I wouldn't mind completing myself, so that's for sure. I don't really need to say much about Schmeichel. I mean, on the market he's coming in at 630k, and then his SBC price is 473k, which I know for a goalie, if you're spending 473k on a goalie, you're a wee bit mental, or you're a wee bit no right in the head. But again, I think it's a good SBC. I think he's going to be an end game goalie. He's definitely going to be your goalie to the end of the game. That is my personal opinion on him. But other than that, there is really no much to say about goalkeepers. We'll look at the Gundogan. As I said, he does have the 86. So what I would do with the 86 is put him into the 84 requirements of this card here. So he is 4-star. He does have the injury prone trait, which is fair enough. Medium high work rates. Again, I feel like his pace is very low. His finishing is very low here. His shooting isn't too great. His passing is very good, and his dribbling is very good. And his defending and physicals are just too low as well. I don't really know how he's got the 88 rated. Looking at these in-game stats, I would probably go with the engine chem style. It gives him makes him a good 92 cam. Again, 91 centre mid as well. But I've not really got too much to say on this Gundogan, guys. I don't know if Winter Refresh is coming or no, but obviously if Winter Refresh does come, this card will probably get upgraded, which in turn will make This card here and his 88 got upgraded as well. So I don't know if winter refresh is going to be a thing. I'm not too sure if they're going to be able to fit it in this year. But any card that like is an 83 and he's had a good season, that specific player, and he gets boosted to an 85, he will go to an 88 and that will go to a 90. So it's maybe a good idea to complete it. It's the exact same as Andre Silva here. He has had 2 informs. His base card is a 79. If that base card of 79 goes to like an 81 or an 82, this will go to an 85. That'll go to an 84. And then this maybe end up like a 90 to 91 rated card, or maybe even an 89 rated card. So that is how it works. And for that SBC to be 50k and you're getting maybe a 90 rated card, all that does is basically free up some fodder for an SBC later on in the game. But that's just sort of a wee bit of information for these guys. Will I complete this Gundo? Probably. I'll put this 86 into this 88 rated card, and that's probably what I'll do, and I'll apply the engine chem style if I'm going to use them, guys. So that is my thoughts and opinions on Gundogan. I've actually underpriced this SBC. I thought it would be 100k cheaper, but he's coming in at 350k, which now means that I probably will only be completing this card. When I look at this card, man, you look at that card and it's brilliant. Like, just look at the design. His dynamic image is absolutely cracked. It is a very, very nice card. But then, as I said when I was in the game, guys, there's just a couple of red flags that I'm not really... I mean, not really red flags, just for the price of this SBC, I feel like it should be a better card. So, injury prone and power header, and then obviously 3-star, 4-star, high work rates, which is fair enough. When I look at this card straight up, he needs agility, he needs balance. His composure is a wee bit low for this stage of the game. His dribbling and ball control are also a wee bit low for this stage of the game. But you need to remember that's not what Cavani's all about. He's basically just going to score goals. You're not going to be able to play like Neymar with Cavani. So his pace, I feel like he needs an upgrade as well. His passing definitely needs an upgrade, and he does have nice physical. So when I indicate the kind of areas that I feel like needs an upgrade, engine chem style for me is personally the best thing to be putting on this guy. But as I said, when you look at this 360k, let's say, for this SBC, I just feel like there's loads and loads of cards on the market and previous SBCs that have been cheaper and they look better in terms of in-games. I don't know what Cavani plays like in-game. This card is obviously relatively new. Let's actually find out when it was added. It was added on the 5th of March, which was 8 days ago, so it's a relatively new card. I have no idea how he plays in-game. I don't know if he suits meta or fits meta. I have no idea. If you do complete him, which I'm probably going to give him a miss because I feel like that's just far too expensive, apply the engine chem style. He needs agility, balance, he needs some pace, he needs the passing. His shooting is absolutely ridiculous straight off the bat, and his physicals are very nice as well. So an engine chem style definitely suits Cavani. So that is what I would say in that. So finally, guys, I don't know how long I've been sitting here for, maybe about 40 minutes, so I do apologise for that. But we're now down to tonight's content, guys. So, a big video tonight, which is fair enough. Obviously, it's my fault for missing content. It was not really my fault. Everybody needs to work. But, hey, it is what it is. So, Tony Rudiger. 2-star, 3-star. He is coming in at... His price isn't up, but his price is up. So, he will be coming in at 200k. When I look at these in-game stats... and then I say to myself, 200k for this card. I don't think that's bad value. His pace is a hugely weird split. 69 acceleration for 84 sprint speed. His passing is good in the right areas. Short passing and long passing. His dribbling's also good in the right areas. Agility balance are a wee bit low. But you look at that, 95 reactions, 82 ball control, 84 composure is very good for a centre back. Their defending stats are absolutely brilliant. And their physical stats are also very, very good. Stamina is usually irrelevant for centre-backs in this game. But you look at the aggression, very, very nice. Strength is good as well. If he does obviously get the +2 upgrade, he'll be 79 pace, 77 dribbling, 89 defending, and 88 physical with 78 passing. Obviously, I've said it before, you can turn an average centre-back into a very good, usable centre-back with applying a shadow chem style. But I just feel like when I apply this shadow chem style, He's now a 93 centre back with 87 pace, which potentially could be 89 pace. That defending will be god tier if he does get an upgrade. And these physicals, 96 aggression, 88 strength, and 84 jumping. Good reactions, good ball control, good composure, and then his passing obviously will get a boost as well. I don't actually think this is bad value for this card. First owner for me personally, Premier League defender as well. I actually think it's quite good value. Am I expecting him to get the upgrade? Probably. I think Chelsea are more capable of beating Atletico at home. Whether they get a draw or even if they get beat, I still feel like this is no too bad value for this card. So that is my personal opinion on him. Will I complete him? I probably will complete Tony Rudiger, yes, because as I said, he plays for Chelsea. But I think this is a good value SBC in my opinion, and if I refresh that again, his price still isn't there, but it's definitely coming at 200k with an 83 and an 85 rated squad, as we know. So, Thomas Lemar, I just feel like there's loads and loads and loads and loads of cards exactly like this in this game, and I don't think this is an SBC that I will be completing, guys. As I said, you look at the Florent Malay, Lee Gun player objective, I think he's very similar. Even Owar, I think he's very similar. There is loads and loads of left mid, right mids that have kind of like good pace, good shooting, and basically applying a Deadeye makes him a good cam. Like, you look at Kingsley Coman objectives cards as well. Like, that's basically how these cards work. Very good agility balance, reactions are always low, composure is always low. If you apply a Deadeye chem style, it always becomes a very, very good cam. So for 200k, guys, I think this is definitely overpriced. Now, I know obviously with the potential to go to an 88, 92 pace, 95 shooting. Well, let's take that off. So 92 pace, 87 shooting, 86 passing, and then 91 dribbling, which would be a great upgrade for him, obviously being 4-star, 4-star finesse shot trait as well, medium, as I said. But I just feel like there's loads and loads and loads and loads of cards in this game like him, and I'm just going to go and see if I can find a for you. So we'll look at left mids first, look at positioning, we'll look at left mids. So obviously these cards are far too advanced. So I'll look at maybe roughly about 86. So even Insigne, second in form, 62k. Orzabal, 70k. You can get Ryan Sessegnon for objectives. You could have got Cucurella from objectives as well. Pereira coming in at 91k, the what if card, who is absolutely very, very brilliant. As I said, with a Deadeye, he's a 94 cam. I think he's absolutely brilliant. He still has the potential to go to an 89 as well, and I think you and Asia are actually very close to an upgrade. So that actually might be a good card to invest in, guys. And then obviously you've got Fatty. I know his SBC price was quite expensive at the time, but still cheaper than Lamar than now. Moussa Diaby for 70k, still a live item. There's obviously Insigne's first in form. Bamba, actually, that was a terrible SBC. It was horrendously too expensive. Even Rashford, again, and then there's obviously base Insigne. Vincenzo Griffo as well, the what if card with the potential upgrade. If you look at this guy, very, very similar card. I'm not saying the stats are the exact same, but they're very similar. 4-star, 4-star, apply a Deadeye, becomes a 91 cam. Very, very similar stats. As I said, guys, I just feel like in terms of this Thomas Lemar, there is loads and loads of cards like this. So I will be avoiding completing this SBC. As for Tony Rudiger, probably will complete him, guys. So 43 minutes long, this video, and I can only apologise for that, guys, but that is the content from Thursday, Friday and tonight, all caught up with. As I said, my packs are getting kept, and tomorrow, bright and early, I'm talking 9, 10 AM, I'll be up, I'll be firing away at champs. I'm just going to double check if I actually have my squad here, just so I can show the YouTube channel my actual squad. That is the Ruben Neves squad, and there is my FUT Champ squad that we used last week for 20. Leroy Fer's obviously had his upgrade, which is absolutely banging for me. He is an absolute beast now, man. He is a very, very good card. I'm just going to double check if anybody else has had their upgrades. I believe that Tavernier's obviously had his upgrade as well. Headliners card. Have I missed Tavernier in here? Where is my Tavernier? Why is this all I've got in headliners? Headliner streak, that's exactly why, guys, sorry. Mahrez got an upgrade as well to an 89, he looks absolutely brilliant now, guys. Agility balance is absolutely cracking. He looks really, really good now. And Tavernier got his upgrade as well. It's just going to be an app. Look at these stats, man. As much as I hate admitting it, guys, obviously, being a Celtic fan, but hey, it is what it is. I might actually try and squeeze him in the team because I think he's now better than Kleiber. But anyway, a few upgrades across the board for the majority of people. But we'll see tomorrow, guys. As I said, FUT Champs will be live. I'll be doing my absolute best to get to the 17 wins, to get the extra 2 FUT Champs picks, and I will be opening my red picks tomorrow on stream. I know I'm 4 days late, but as I said, when work calls, you need to go. But anyway, guys, thank you very, very much. If you've got to the end of this video, if I've not already bored you, I thank you very, very much. I appreciate everybody who's been liking and sticking with the YouTube channel, and then obviously everybody who's been dipping into the streams and stuff as well, guys. It is absolutely banging to see. I do this for fun, and I hope that's exactly what you are having as well by dropping by and giving me some chat and stuff, guys. But as I said, guys, that is the content from Thursday to tonight, which is Saturday. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you're all staying safe, and I will more than likely catch you tomorrow night for a new video if content gets dropped, guys. But until then, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'm out. Cheers, cheers.